I wear mean dark player shades. You dig?
Seem way too fast, bro. Come on. Let's get back in this game.
What is that? The NFC West? Yeah, NFC West.
You in King
That's for
Madden
the
right
division.
now?
Shoot it. Ah,
That's for the
fuck!
division, man. These
All
niggas
you
gonna
gotta
lose.
do is tell, find out the important games that gotta get played, right? And
I know
then
what they
and
are
all
already.
right, tell him the nano, and he'll gort the league, and then we'll find out what's happening with those games, and then we can go from there.
So I talked to Washington football team. He said he messaged Corey already. That has huge playoff implications because
All right,
Corey's 10-6 and Washington's 8-8.
I'll text Corey
Um,
myself. I'll text his phone.
and then we got the 49ers and the Rams 10-6 each. That's for the division. So
49ers and the Rams.
yeah.
So that's all right. I got the Rams phone number too. I'll call or text him too right after the show.
All right. Those are the two main ones. Right? The AFC's pretty sold out.
You dig? You you dig? We fly high, no lie. Shifty, slick ass Saturday. Did it show up in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Bro, why?
It's funny because my boy Raheem, Rasul Raheem, Skibibble Skidimes is in the building right away. Coach trade running back Jonathan Taylor. That's just highlights of last night's episodes of what we talking about. We ain't been around. The Real Talk Show is on vacation right now. Till the Guns crew get back. But right now, balling with the Guru is on deck right now. Now we gotta talk about the fact that Jonathan Taylor went to the Philadelphia Eagles. Just when you thought those Eagles was quiet, those guys that shake the league, shake their division up every year, comes back in season 3 with the first power move of the division right now. Here we go. Jonathan Taylor, we got a superstar running back, becomes the fastest running back in the NFC East. Bottom line. So to me, the triplets got better because Kenny Gainswell was a solid, productive player over there in that triplet offense with the 3 running backs, which I really think the Philadelphia Eagles need to get back to that run game. But now they got 3 ability running backs over there, with one of them being one of the fastest running backs in the league, and the other one being one of the toughest goal line running backs in the league. And then one who's just a flat out dog who gets things done. We're gonna see that triplet take its course a little more now. They're going down the stretch right now. I love it. They got better at running back. And they did. This is a move I would do. I want to be 3 deep at running back, especially in the offense I run. I like it. They enhanced the triplets. They 2.0 that shit. They like hold up, man. We can get better there. And I like that because they are really good at the receiver level right now. 2 of their top tier receivers are playing at a high level, and they have been. I don't think that's going to change. They sent a superstar 1-year left guard to the Colts. So the Colts got stronger on the offensive line. They got one of those teams now where you're looking at, I think, 4 superstar offensive linemen. Where guys got 2, 3. This is one of the teams that have almost all 5 of their linemen already on superstar, ready to go. So that made the Colts run game stronger. But they also picked up Kenny Gainwell in that trade in the 5th round pick from the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Colts are showing that they're ready to go into the draft and go crazy. They got a first, a second, and then they got 2 picks from rounds 3 to 5. And even in next year too, they moving out, doing some things right now. So the coaches are moving around. I think that team is over there trying to get better and improving. I'm liking that roster that's getting put together over there. But the Jonathan Taylor trade to the NFC East, where all we do is see big moves happen out of that division. I think that's big, man. The Lions are shaking around too, man. Again, the coach is out here trying to grab it right now. They're not playing. They sent Will Fries, man, center Will Fries in his 3rd season. They sent them to the Lions for a 3rd round pick. Lions traded their 2025 3rd round draft pick to the Colts. All right, so the the Lions got a little bit better at the line right now too. They had a hell of a draft. Their last 2 drafts when it comes down to offensive alignment too. So that's the moves that's going along in the league right now. Raheem Skibibbles. Skadimes hitting y'all with the motherfucking facts. You know what I'm talking about? That's that right now. Now we played enough games right now. The draft class is in right now, fellas. You probably scouted week 3 already, and you went inside the draft and scouted week 3. And once again, I show the draft class a little bit of here and there to see what we got going on right now. All right, so let's look at the quarterback position and the top quarterbacks of the draft right now. Teddy Bates is having a rough start to his junior year in Penn State right now. Teddy Bates was a good quarterback. He had a great freshman and sophomore campaign. His junior year started off a little slow. I don't think Penn State really loaded over there with talent. They do got a good backfield, but outside of that, they're not loaded with talent. They rebuilding from what they had last year. So Bates got to hold it down, but this is where we find out, he's a Heisman candidate. So we're going to find out if this kid is really what he's supposed to be. J.J. Farrell, Miami, brought Miami back on the map. I know my Miami guys is going to love the fact that, the number 1 quarterback graded in the draft right now is J.J. Farrell right now. Leon White from California is playing pretty solid. They had a big time receiver get drafted last draft. Not too many days ago. Aaron McKnight, and you get to the 3rd round guys, they start to drop a little bit. When you get to the running back game, Tremaine Bates, this is what I meant. Penn State, that running back core over there is fucking legit. This kid is back to that Saquon Barkley mode, a little bit bigger. Penn State always has a good running back on the fold right now, and he just continuing to be that guy at 6'1", 230 pounds. Tremaine Bass, he's a dog. So we know that. As you can see, he's a big time runner, man. Truck and stiff arm, and anytime you see juke moves, trucking and stiff arms, A+, A+, A+. This guy is legit. Far as overall, when it comes down to talent in the draft class itself, he's the number 4 best talented player in the draft right now. So that explains volumes. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in the 1st round. Although we know how our league is, and running back's value in the league is not as serious as it, we had one running back go in the top 10 last year to the Bengals. But outside of that, usually they go 2nd round, 3rd round, which would be cool. I could see him going to the 2nd or 3rd round before he come out of the draft. But whoever gets him is going to get a pretty solid running back. He is not, to me, I don't think he's the best running back in the draft class though. There's a few guys on here. We got 3 1st round graded running backs, and all 3 of those guys are exactly 1st round graded talent. I just think, in a world of you can run triplets and 2 running backs, and even though the game is based for running backs right now, I still think these guys might not. I'm not going to be mad if they don't go 1st round. I think they should. None of them. As much as I'm talking about Tremaine Bates right now, and these other 2 1st rounders, I don't think none of them are 1st round talent, when it's so much other stuff in the draft that you can attack and get right now. At the receiver level, Terrence Kramer is the number 1 receiver in the draft right now. That's 6'6", 221 pounds. Sterling Noble is a 1st round talent that's flying down the board. A lot of it is because of shit he's doing off the field. They don't know if he's going to better continue his junior year or not. But the kid is pretty solid. He's a good receiver. He has that Peter Warwick feel to him. If you remember who Peter Warwick was, he won the Heisman at Florida State. But he got to get his attitude together. He's doing a lot of off the field things that got him dropping from a 1st round talent to 2nd round grade right now. Carl May from Ohio State's a solid receiver as well. And then you got some guys on here, but the receiver class, to me, if anybody picks a receiver in the 1st round, they just reaching. I don't think this class is as strong as the first 2 classes when it comes down to receivers. Tight ends, Bradley Cantrell, seems like he's the man over here. We got a couple of guys that's solid over here, but no one's really separated themselves from the pack, even though we got a 1st round grade on Bradley Cantrell. Honestly, I think he shouldn't go till somewhere around 2nd day shit, 3rd or 4th round. Offensive lineman, the guy leading the way is out of Notre Dame, Chris Halen at left tackle, 6'8", 327 pounds. This guy's a monster. Definitely a first round grade, and should be that. Now, this is the first time in any draft that I've ever been a part of where you're going to see 5 first round talented left guards. So this class is deep at the guard position when it comes down to first round talent right now. Kyrie Streaks, Oregon State. North Carolina, Quincy Keenan. You got Damian Benjamin from out of Texas, David Middleton from Georgia, and then Will McCoy from LSU. All first round grade, all first round talent, all should go in the first round. At the center position, we have no first rounders, but we got two second rounders, and that's really good for the center position because we usually don't even have guys go that high. So solid there. Right guards, we got a first rounder. I actually scouted this guy from out of Stanford. Stanford usually always produce a good lineman. 6'6", 343 pounds, and he can move around a little bit. Good at run blocking, good run block power, and pass block power. Strong. So that just tells me he's a strong guy. He's probably going to bench press the most in the at the combine. I think he's going to do somewhere between 40, 43 on the bench. So he's an animal, man child. There's no first round at right tackles at all. But I do say pay attention to a guy named Josh Ballard. Always pay attention to Josh Ballard. He's doing a lot for Michigan right now. Like him. Defensive ends. This defensive end class is not as good as the first two whatsoever. I think we are lacking the defensive ends that are in college right now that are dogs are all underclassmen. All of them are freshmen and sophomores where they can't really come out until their junior year. So right now, the senior class and junior class defensive ends, we got 3 first round graded guys, but again, I don't think none of these guys are first round worthy. Again, you're going to get a solid DM, but I think a lot of these guys will be forced to be day one players, but shouldn't be on the field day one. They should really, find a go to a team where there's a mentor on that team they can learn behind. At the right end right now, again, another 3. You see 3 first round talented people, but I'm quite sure when you do your scouting on them, they're gonna turn red. I'm not disappointed about this defensive line. I mean the defensive players, the defensive linemen, the front 4 guys. I'm not disappointed about them, but I'm not. I don't really think there's a splash guy in there that's just like a must pick, like where it's like he's gonna go top 10. He's that guy. I don't see that at all. At the D tackle position, Javonte Ball from USC is definitely what he is. He's a man child. I do think he's a first round talent. Ohio State's Bob Fitzsimmons is another one of those guys that can sneak up in the late first round, in my opinion. But Javonte Ball is the guy. You can fuck around and get him in the top 10 easy. At the linebacker level, this linebacker group isn't as strong as the previous 2 either. We do got Kyrie Durant, Clemson. He can do a little bit of all. He can rush the passer. He can cover as well. But just these guys aren't. You're not going to get that guy that wow you with speed. And you're not going to get that guy that's just like, oh my God, I don't care. I got to get him with my first round pick. So he's going in the top 10. I don't see too many of those at that position. LaCambrick Childs, I would say he's a hitter. He's a thumper. Him and D'Angelo Miller. But as you can see, when I scouted D'Angelo Miller, he turned red. Second round or third round grade. So these guys aren't really, really like those guys, but they will, they can come on your team and start. If you're a team that really needs a linebacker, not one of these teams that got them and they just drafted because they, think their combine numbers and shit is crazy. I wouldn't go for a linebacker in the first round. I will wait. But if you're a guy that need a linebacker, it's a short window who you can get that can really, come on your team and start and really have an impact year one. Some guys are going to be forced to start. And they'll probably some of them will play good as starters. Some of them are not going to play so good as starters. But a lot of them are going to be forced to start just because you picked them. You dig? Right outside linebacker, he's still got a first rounder, Dalton Meadows. Now I'm really confused about this kid, 6'6", 255. I like him. I do think he can, mid first round. If he don't go mid first round or the first, I think he's gonna drop all the way to like the second, third round. I don't see him really. He's good though, and I think this is the guy that might surprise us. At the cornerback level, this is the first cornerback level that you've seen where guys aren't 5 or 6 of them first round graded right now. Carlos Fulton is definitely solid, but he's 5'9", 188, 186 pounds. I mean, you got to be willing to go get a 5'9" guy and play with him and not be scared to play with that type of height and speed, right? So then you look at John Atkinson at 6'2", 203 pounds, prototypical cornerback position. Lamar Wilcox. These guys are first round grade, 6 foot 190. He's more of a cover guy, but same way you see Frank Caruthers, this is what you're going to see on all these guys. Maybe one of them might be green when you click on them and scout them. I'm not sure. I haven't scouted them yet. But what I do know is I know what their production is. And I'm Kuiper. And I know what's going on over here, man. And I don't know if these guys should be first round corners. And especially the amount of DBs that went last year's draft. There should be no team that I see, you know, maybe the 49ers could go corner or safety. They can go either or in a draft, but outside of that, man, like I don't really know too many teams that, you know, haven't drafted deep corner in every draft so far. Like, so if you one of those guys, please don't be the guy that get another one and you got all these dumbass corners sitting on your team just sitting there. At the safety position, I like Terrell Williams from out of Rutgers, 6'4", 215. He can play down in the box. He's a thumper. He can, you know, he can get back and cover too. He's not gonna wow you with speed all crazy, but yes, he can play. Strong safety Luke Beckham, 6'2", 224. I'm not sure which one of these guys is really like that, but I do like Christian Irons. I think he can play pretty solid for you. As you can see, Demetrius Harris is not even a first round grade, dropping to third. But he does got pursuit A, hit power A, so he will tackle you in zone coverage as a B. So he's not bad. You just going to develop this guy. You can force him on the field and let him learn by, you know, trial, but that's that. Honestly, this draft, I think to pay attention is who's going to need a quarterback and which one of you guys are going to go get Leon White or J.J. Farrell. Simple as that. At the running back position, again, we got 3 first-round talented guys, but I don't think none of them should go in the first. Who's going to reach for one of these 3? The receiver position is solid. All right, it's solid. It's deep. There's about 29 receivers in this draft class. That's pretty solid. So, you know, if you need a third receiver, if you actually need a number 1 receiver, there's nothing wrong with grabbing any of these receivers. You just got to look at the combine numbers and watch out for what's what. But I would say, again, I drafted an X-Factor safety last draft in the 2nd round who was red, and he dropped from 2nd round to 4th round, and I haven't got a motherfucking development trade on him yet. So that's the difference between when you draft these red guys versus the guys that are, you know, lighting up green for you. It's hard to develop them at the end of the day, and he's an X factor, so he should have had at least 2 of them already. Haven't had one yet with the guy, so that just tells you what happens when these guys, you know, drop red. But then in Sterling Noble's case, he's not, his play ain't the reason why he's dropping red. He's dropping red because he's just an asshole. Gotta get it together over there. Come on, Sterling. Can't be coming out of Florida State fucking around, man. Get it together. All right. Skadimes, I appreciate you. You done gave us the draft class. You Kuipered this up a little bit, gave us some insight on who's who. Not saying the draft class is weak as hell. I'm just saying it's not as good as the first 2. And you better get comfortable with playing with normals. I know that much. We don't know what we doing over here. Stats and awards. Let's get to it right now. Nobody has awards. There's only been 4 games, if that 3. But we can look at what's doing in the NFL right now. Oh, God. Who's doing what? Lamar Jackson, 1846. Baker Mayfield. Computer love. Deshaun Watson. Seems like Deshaun Watson's not having a great season. But he's still 1,396 yards passing. Now, here's the thing. 13 touchdowns, 12 picks. That's un-Deshaun Watson. Like, Deshaun Watson's should look like the guy that's behind him right now. 63% from that high 70% last year. So it looks like, you know, I think the help came though. Jonathan Taylor's over there to help out over there. We can kind of turn this thing around a little bit because I think for the Eagles to be at a high level, Deshaun has to be somewhere in 70%. He is throwing for 349 yards. That means to me, with 12 picks, 13 touchdowns, he's flinging the ball a little too much. I think they're not using their offense balance. They're not balancing their offense right now. So maybe that Jonathan Taylor trade is exactly what they needed to be able to get Deshaun, playing a little bit more safer. Now, Jerry Bradshaw, Teddy Bradshaw's son. We're starting to get a Pittsburgh Steelers vibe over there in Tampa Bay. Seems like they're putting together a little bit of wave over here right now, where you got a bunch of little juniors running around right now. My sons, that's what they call my sons. Hey, my sons, they ain't my players, they my sons. Jerry Bradshaw, well, he's lighting it up right now. 1329. Tom Brady is the mentor. After this season, Tom Brady's done collecting game checks, and he will be the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Might even be the head coach from what I'm hearing.
You really took 12 off my boy Tom Brady?
Man,
that
Tommy.
Fast, bro? Send him here, bro. Come on, stop disrespecting my guy.
And the funny thing is, I've been hearing a lot of talk about people wanting Tom Brady and him not wanting to come up. I mean, at this point, you gotta make a decision. Mentorship, and he will be the offensive. You don't think Tom Brady is going to come back to the Bucs team after he retire and become the head coach or the offensive coordinator still? Or does Craig doing the right thing by having him as a mentor to this young quarterback? What do you think, Rob? You think that he should get a draft pick for Tom Brady when somebody's willing to offer him a draft pick for a 50-year-old?
It depends on what draft pick they're trying to offer him, because he still is who he is. So these dudes in this draft, they're trying to lowball a lot of motherfuckers.
Niggas out here low ballies, huh?
Low ballies, so.
Low ballies.
Right price, though.
I got that right price. Well, what's the right price for a 55-year-old?
Yeah.
You saw X Factor?
Huh?
You saw X Factor?
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he get to keep it. Even though he's not playing, it sucks. I want to take the shit off of him. You don't need it to be sitting there. That'll open up for somebody else. But I mean, he had a great year last year and he returned. So I can't really take his ability by my rule. Even though I took it off of Calais Campbell, and Calais Campbell balled out, I took it off. Some guys are like, nah, bro, he had 4,000 yards. He threw for 4,000, he went 80% on the year. Why are you gonna lose that shit?
The way you're
the bad guy.
Somewhere between the 3rd and the 5th round, somewhere in them areas. Because you're gonna get a couple of years out of him if the right person's getting.
See, my thing is this: the person that's offering a 5th for him will offer a 4th for him if that's what he wants. Because if he want a 5th, then you want a 4th. I'm not giving up a 3rd for old ass Tom Brady. Fuck that. I'll tell you this, but I will do the 4th if I was the two people that I knew that was interested in Tom Brady. I would do the 4th, right? Because it's like you getting you're getting a 4th for a player, but then here's the flip side of that. You got a young quarterback that has to play right now, and you got Tom Brady sitting on that roster. You know that quarterback play is getting developed right now because of Tom Brady sitting on that roster.
Right. But that's a tricky situation, yeah. It depends on what the mindset is of Craig.
I mean, he's running. I mean, they got this quarterback got a cannon. Let's just put it there, right there. He's one of the strong thrower power guys in the league. 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 78% on the season right now. I mean, if it's broke, don't fix it. I mean, I guess. Or can you do this without? Can he do the same thing and have the same numbers without Tom Brady sitting over there as mentor right now?
The way Craig plays, yeah, he can still have it.
I think he's just scared.
I don't think it's scared. I think it's more so.
Just scared to give him away.
I know. If I wanted Tom Brady, the word "scare" wouldn't be coming out my mouth to the guy that has the faith to give him to me or not. Yeah, see, that tough boy attitude got you ready tank and everything right now, right?
I am in tank mode. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Well, Tom Brady ain't going nowhere. That was the answer right there. Jerry Bradshaw, 91 completions, 116 attempts, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 78%, 332, plus 3 right now. Oh my God. 78% completion. He's balling. Kyler Murray back in the building, 1307. Kyler Murray will have better numbers if his games will record, because he had a great first game, great fucking trifling second game, and then comes back and have a really they beat the dog breaks off the Bengals. I don't know what kind of defense the Bengals was playing yesterday, but it looked like a computer game. And this guy out here throwing 9 touchdowns with him 2 games in a row. So imagine how Falk feel. He played the Seahawks and threw 9 touchdowns. When we said, nah, bro, can't do the same thing on a computer, and he kept saying, whatever I do to the computer, I could do to some of these humans. Well, he's done it, because Kyler Murray will be leading the league in yards passing and touchdowns right now. If those two, even in our game, he had a pretty decent game. He threw a couple touchdowns in our game as well. But you know, stats are stats. We can't. If it was a fifth, we all be fucked up. So 1307, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 66% on the season right now. Herbert didn't play his fourth game yet. I'm assuming he didn't play week 4 yet, but 13-6, 66%. And then Jada Styles, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. We said this guy was for real. He's back at it. I like this more than anything. Only 7 picks, and he's 70% right now. I like that more than anything. And once again, the guy puts a real draft name on a quarterback in a league where you shouldn't be putting real draft names on guys. But so I won't be saying his name. We're going out there, and that shit gonna get changed before the day is over with. J.K. Dobbins still leading the league in rushing right now. 101 carries already, 791 yards, almost 8 yards a carry, 9 touchdowns. He averaging 197 point. He actually averaging 198 a game right now. It has no fumbles. Cool with that. 18 broke tackles. Rob, let's talk for a little bit. How do you feel about J.K. Dobbins right now with 101 carries and leading the league in rushing yards right now? But their team has 2 losses right now, Nano, I think you got?
Yep.
2 losses right now. How do you feel about that?
Actually, I like it, but the thing with Nano, bro, when he gets to throwing the ball, because he make careless throws. He be in games, so like the running's still there, like it's still effective. But if he's doing what I think he's doing, then no, that need to come down. So we need to relax and save that man's legs if he's doing what I think he's doing. But if he's going to compete, you need to stick to what got him there. Because I mean, like you said, you think they're gonna figure it out? I don't think so. Well,
you can't figure out something you can't stop at the end of the day, but when you slow it down, it's a different ball game. Slowing it down puts you in a dogfight game and a chance to lose and have you at 500 right now. Not being able to stop it, no one's going to be able to stop his run game, period. He's really good at it. So as you can see, he's going to run the ball, he's really good at it. The problem is nobody fears his passing game. And if you can't run the ball successfully, then where's your second part of your offense at? And that's the problem. So I think, you know, if they really are doing what I think they're supposed to be doing this season and all that, they need to get, you know, work on that. And that means J.K. Dobbins shouldn't even be the bell cow. I will go with the rookie running back and build him. But again, I call it the same song. Shifty, slick ass Saturday. J.K. Dobbins leading the league in rush. I mean, Ronald Jones is down there with 88. He usually have 200 carries by now. But why is he down there with 88? They got a young quarterback they try to invest in right now, right? They got to get him up to speed with the offense, so their offense is running through that. And that's what I think the Patriots need to do. Right now, in Boston, they getting tired of the same old song. That's what they calling these guys. The same old song over there, man. Do something that excites us. You got to sell tickets. J.K. Dobbins ain't selling the tickets right now because they expect J.K. Dobbins to do what he's doing right now. They looking at who's the quarterback over there. What are we doing? Are we playing Teddy Bridgewater because we gave up on Mac Jones? And if we give up on Mac Jones, we know Teddy Bridgewater ain't our future. So what are we doing right now? All right, are we going to find the best quarterback in the draft this year? That means we got to, you know, get our fan base to accept the fact that we're not going to be a playoff team this year, and that, you know, most likely, you know, you're gonna come to games and watch us lose for the rest of the year, and just let us sacrifice this season. And next thing you know, we got us a quarterback we want, and then we can figure some things out over there. I mean, they do got dog receivers, but then you got a guy like Mike Evans that's like, I ain't got time to be sitting around and help and letting the team struggle and be bad to get a quarterback that I gotta be able to deal with, grow up for another 2 seasons, and I'm about 50 years old right now. I ain't got time for that shit. So maybe Mike Evans needs to be traded. I think we need to find out how good of a GM, how good of a coach this coach is over here. What are you gonna do? Because if you're in tank mode, if you go in tank mode right now, and you more about your future, and there's nothing wrong. We're gonna play at least 10 seasons, bro. I'm not mad at that at all. If that's what he's gonna do. The problem is you can't be the guy that I'm winning 85% of the time. Your integrity online. You fight so hard to win all your games, as much as games you win, and win your division every year, to giving up a sacrifice, and that puts you behind the 8 ball, because there's 2 hungry teams in your division that's really right there, starving and trying to bust moves and doing the right things right now, where they can jump up in front of you and their team becomes 2 seasons better than you, and then what happens? So it's a real big decision for the ownership over here in New England right now. Do they fire the coach? Do they, fire the coach, go in tank mode, and really try to put this draft together where they can continue to build off this team and turn it back around, and how fast do they turn it back around? Or do they go find a quarterback that's ready right now, that's a rookie sitting around right now, or go trade for a quarterback? What happened to the Josh Allen situation? Josh Allen was on the block at one point. Did he already get traded?
He not going to end up. He not going to trade within the division. I don't know.
I don't think he give a fuck. I think. See, this is what happened when you lose. You shitty ass attitude. Everything's so negative. You are the most negative person in the world when you mad off of a loss, bro. I think people want to. It's not. You can't listen. If you try to trade a quarterback, you got to go where the offers is. Guys ain't just checking for no Josh Allen. Nobody else is. He don't got 12 niggas wanting Josh Allen right now, where he can just be shitty and picky. He want to pick and get rid of that guy. He got to go where the best offer is at right now. Right? So what do you mean he ain't going to trade within his division? He ain't worrying about you with no Josh Allen. They don't think you could throw the ball. You think they care if you get a Josh Allen? They don't give a fuck who your quarterback is. They'll care if I send a running back to you right now. Niggas will be mad as hell. Oh shit, they done gave Nano another one. Fuck. That's what they'll be worried about. They ain't worried about no Josh Allen coming over here, or no Baker Mayfield coming over here, or the rookie quarterback that's just chilling right now, that nobody has, chilling on P Squad right now. He had first round talent just sitting there. It's wait anyway. All right, so the running back class right now, J.K. Dobbins is leading the pack right now. Raheem Mostert, man, 9 years in right now. 95 carries, 685 yards, 7.2 and 8 touchdowns right now, 171.3. 2 fumbles on the season though. Mostert, you wouldn't expect Coach Drew and his style of play for him to have to run second best yardage running back on the game right now. The number 10 pick, Aaron Herrera. Is this kid for real, fellas? 77 carries, he averages 8 yards a carry right now in the league. 6'10", 8 touchdowns. He has 1 fumble right now, 152 yards a game right now. This is the first running back to come off the board. He came off the board in the top 10, and he's up here balling right now. Ronald Jones is still in the mix, 597, 6.8 average right now. Casey Fields, 534, 7.2 average right now. Antonio Gibson, remember I told you, Rob, last year, this was the key to the Washington football team's offense, and he's using him, and I've watched him win a couple big games this season already on the back of Antonio Gibson right now. 7 rushing touchdowns, 532. We had some dog running backs that came out as rookies, bro, and Nasir Dale is one of them right now. 10 rushing touchdowns in 3 games, bro. 5-10 or 10 in 4 games. 6.3 and 10 touchdowns right now. 127.5 yards a game, no fumbles, 8 broken tackles, ball. And Saquon does Saquon shit. Nick Chubb over here, Hilaire is making noise. Adai, and then I like Deion McCoy, 4 touchdowns, he 68 carries. I thought we'll see him get the ball a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is right now. Will we see 2,000 yard backs? 4 of them again, 5 of them like we saw last year. One of them had 3,000. Will we see that? So the touchdown makers is Ronald Jones, still got 11, and Nasir Dale Alabama, 5'10", 225 with 10 of them things. Then it's Dobbins, 9, Mostert, 8, Aretta, 8. Then they got the 7 club, Warner and Gibson. 7 club at wide receiver right now. The most catches in the league right now goes to, surprise, surprise, Jalen Darden, 29 catches. Odell Beckham, 28. Demir Burns, 24. Is that, I mean, how many, this guy name changed every 2 days, bro. Is that receiver from last year that had 4,000 yards? No, that's not him, right? That's the other guy. Let's go find out. Well, he changed names like a motherfucker. Nah, that's the other guy. Okay, he balling. Demir Burns, the other receiver, 6'2". Okay, I like it. 24. He's starting to get both of them involved. That's what's up. That's a good situation right now. Okay, somebody's trying to develop these. I'm trying to tell y'all, guys getting better. Keep paying attention. Hollywood with 23 catches, Walker 23, Rondell Moore with 23, Jim Brown out the backfield with 22, Isabella with 22, Patrick Barner 21, Hooper 21, who got a new tight end catching the ball over here, Bateman with 20, Clark Chark with 20, and that's it. That's your 20 club. 20 guys. Yards wise though, who's doing what, when, where, and how? Hollywood with 832. Next man up, DeAndre Hopkins, old man D-Hop, 558. Jalen Waddle on the building, 497. DK Metcalf, 485. Jawan Hudson, 438. Odell, 415. And there's Mr. Pierre, 402. Jalen Darden with 401 yards, too. Reek still in the building. Sheldon been going deep, too, averaging 21.3 a catch right now. I think Sheldon is starting to become the #1 receiver over there for the Cardinals right now. Although we've seen other guys up there. Let's see the touchdown makers right now. And we have Bryce Moss is doing it again at tight end with 8. Hollywood with 7. D-Hop with 7. Metcalf with 7. Rashad Bateman with 7. Then you got Waddle and Hudson with 6. And then my boy, rest in peace, Pooh Hanna, 5 of them things. P-Dot, Pooh Jersey, you know me. Sitting here with 5 of them things. Rondell Moore with 5 of them too. All right, who's doing what on defense and how they doing it right now? The tackling machines are Ray Lewis with 40 of them things, 4 tackles for loss, a half a sack, and INT. Ty Herbert, the rookie from out of Virginia Tech, with 38 tackles. Tarquin Battle, one of the Battle twins, 38. 4 tackles for losses. AI, the corner, with 34 tackles right now. Guys coming in and playing these guys that's running the ball. 1 sack, 1 pick. Darius Leonard over there is on some computer love, 32 and 3. And Ty Law, the rookie corner, 31 tackles. So make sure you go to Michigan, Nano, instead of that NA college. 1 interception. Okay, so they got themselves a corner over there trying to put 2 twerkies in right now. Alright, who is tackle for loss is my favorite stat. Bro, this is disrespectful, bro.
Wow.
This nigga got 14 of them things in 4 games right now. Tackle for losses. Ted Saragusa, the black Saragusa, moved from DN last year. See, that's the thing. You know what? I'm not even giving up my secret. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and just gloat on the fact that he got 14 tackle for losses right now. That's a lot of tackle for losses and only 1 sack though.
Yeah.
If my stats counted against Falk, he would have 4 sacks right now, but whatever. Alright, that Carmichael, man, 6'5", 286 pounds. He got 9 tackle for losses. Adolphe Owe, the most scariest linebacker in the league, 8. You can't run away from him. You can't run at him. How about Mello Horn, bro, with 8 of them things. The rookie up here getting to the running back in the run game. Yo, and I got to chat with you later. No doubt, Fofo, gotcha. Pull out your Fofo. Myles Garrett with 7. Cameron McGrone went from about to get traded and cut from being hurt every year to 6 of them things. Now, who getting the sacks? Who's getting to the quarterback? Every time you think Jimbo's quiet and not paying attention to him, there's a Bronco that pop up. Von Miller still doing it after 12 years of football. In the NFL, he's still up there leading the league in sacks right now, although he's tied with Adolphe. But they are tied for first right now, 7 apiece. And then you got Azizi over here with 6.5. Derek Ryan's the rookie from Albaline Christian. Gotta change that college too. He got 6 sacks. And Myles Garrett with 6. Hammer Nasiruddin with 6. The Ravens getting to the quarterback early and often. P.J. Leonard, 2nd year defensive end with 5. And then the fastest DN in the draft, Petey Boware with 5 as well. Evan Ware, nice pickup for the Bengals with 5, and then Micah Parsons had a 3-sack game last night, beating the New England Patriots. Right now, Micah Parsons saying, "Keep my name in that hat as one of those guys, dog." And you keep talking about the fastest, the scariest outside linebacker in the league. Micah Parsons ain't playing either. He flying around too. Do you feel like Josh Sweat gonna have another good year, man? He's starting off pretty solid, 4.5.
Josh Sweat?
Yeah, man, he stepped up for you last year.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. All I can say is, to be determined, man. I'll tell you what, that secondary keeps showing up like they've been showing up. Josh Sweat, he's gonna be in the conversation for surely.
He's a premier pass rusher in your opinion.
I'll just say he got a lot of speed. The games I played so far, a lot of these guys are getting to the scramble drill, and you're now running Josh Sweat.
Right.
He's not necessarily block shedding anybody, but if you sit there and hold that ball too long, he's going to make you pay.
Right, and you can't run away from him.
Right.
All right. I like that. AntHits right now, who's doing it the highest? We got a guy named T. Royal Smoochie Wallace. Oh, Lord. He got 8 picks, though, whoever this kid is out of Miami. Jesse Bates, the third, got 5. So we look like the Bengals getting all types of picks right now. And Kai Foe with 5 of them things. I'll tell you this much. Antoine Brooks is playing well for the Washington football team. I think he became a starter over there. He got 4 of them things. Devin White with 4. Miles Evans from the safety position with 4. And there's that kid, Von Teller. The one thing Von Teller do, you want to call him the best rookie linebacker from last year, best linebacker in the league, whatever you wanted to call him, which was false as fuck. He do get the interceptions, I will say that. Caden Stern's always been solid over there for the Broncos. Kyle Duggar's 3 and a whole bunch of 3s. I'm not going to go through all of them. Deflections, I will talk about that because that's an important stat now. 7 of them from Greg Newsome, 7 of them from Marshawn Lattimore, and 7 of them from Sean Wade and Carlton Davis. 7 of them. Let's go back to interceptions because somebody's missing off this list. So we got to go to the AFC, see how many he got. 8, 5, and there's Howard, and there's Najee. Both of those guys wasn't on there. Let's go to NFC. 5, 4. All right, theirs was right. Sometimes you gotta go through the division, the conference to get a true grade, because some of them they leave out for whatever reason. Who knows? Fumbles. Who forcing fumbles right now? Told y'all, best linebacker in the league right now. Hey, Ray. Hi, all right. 2 of them things early. You gonna knock somebody's helmet off. What's up, Mom Dukes? I'm on my podcast show.
Okay. What time
What?
what time you think I'm with that?
In about 30 minutes.
Alright, I'll be back.
Alright, no. What you doing?
Nothing. I'm in the Sherry house to the store.
You at Sherry House now?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Alright, Lee. Yep, you got 2 of them things. Everybody else got 1, so I ain't talking about them. They ain't doing shit. Touchdowns, though. Anybody to the crib? Oh, Marcus Peters. How you feel about Marcus Peters right now in his 8th year?
He's been showing up for me, man.
Somebody
been showing up real big for me, man. Especially since like Slade took a regression hit this year. I don't know if you noticed, he's no longer X Factor. He's just Superstar.
Oh shit.
And that made him a liability. Like he's getting like a lot of 50-50 balls is going the receiver's way. So just to have somebody over there like Peters is like really like, that's cool to have. Like I enjoy it. Like, I'm glad I paid him. I put it.
And he got attitude problem over there, and you need that at the cornerback position. You need to be a dog. Yeah. Rashad Wild Goose took something to the crib. Smoochie Wallace took one to the crib. Lamont Vaughn at the linebacker spot took one to the crib. Von Teller took one to the crib. Trey Brown took one to the crib. Sean Wright took one to the crib. Imagine if the Seahawks would have signed Chris Westry back. They had 2 starting corners would be 6'4" with 94, 95 speed. Shit crazy. Miles Evans would have picked. Devin White would have picked. Bryce Callahan. I want to know why Hillberger felt like he needed to sign every corner you saw in free agency. And then draft every corner you got a chance to draft. I don't know what these guys are doing. My boy Ray Lewis took one to the crib too. I missed somebody. J.J. Watt took one to the crib. Looked like he picked up a fumble. Uzi. And then Greg Mann. We see a Panther on here. That Panther team is kind of loaded, bro. Imagine once they get put a year behind McCoy's put a year behind him with his team, what this team capable of doing. Because remember, the computer had a hell of a draft for that team year, the first draft. And then he did a pretty good job second draft. I want to see how that quarterback going build over there. I like it. All right. There you go. Stats. We out of that shit. I do want to see one more stat line. I want to talk about who's first everywhere when it comes down to this. All right, so let's look at offense. Total offensive yards gained. The number one team is the Ravens, the Bucks, the Browns, the Cardinals, and the Patriots are your top five. Total offensive yards gained. It's going to stay the same for the most part. Yes, it does. But then we go to passing yards right now. You go Ravens, Browns, Eagles, Cardinals, Bucks. Top five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rushing yards right now. You go as a team right now. You got the Patriots with 924, Niners 830, Bengals 770, Ravens 767. Then there's the Saints. They're your top five. Points per game right now. Ravens 53, Bucks 51, football team 48.3, Giants 46.3, Dolphins 46 are your top five. Passing touchdowns 21 for Baltimore, Bucks with 13, Chargers with 13, Eagles with 13, all tied for second. Football team with 12, Giants with 12, Cardinals with 12, all tied for third. Saints with 11, fourth by themselves, and then Bears, Broncos, and Bengals are tied for the fifth spot right there. On passing touchdowns right now. Rushing touchdowns on the year. Buccaneers 13, Patriots 13 tied for first. Saints 11 second. You got the Bengals with 9, Dolphins with 9, they tied for third, and then you got the Bears and the Niners tied for fourth, and then there's the Colts and the football team tied for seventh. With the Ravens only stat being outside of the top five right now is rushing touchdowns with 6. Defense. Look like the Dolphins shutting shit. Look like the Broncos shutting shit. Look like the Rams shutting shit, and the Bucks are shutting shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta go down one more. Bears are shutting shit. Passing yards allowed. Dolphins only gave up 382 passing yards. That secondary is fucking trifling. Rams 459. That secondary trifling. And they added to it with Quandre Bly out of the draft. Second round pick. That should have been a first round pick. Bears 597. Falcons 644. And then the Seahawks 707. You seeing some teams up here. Wait a minute. Am I reading this wrong? No, I'm not reading it wrong. That's what's up. Seahawks and the Falcons are in the top 10. Rushing yards allowed. The Broncos is only getting 173 on the ground. Bucks 199. Jaguars 208. Panthers 280. Giants 286. Then there's the football team. Points allowed. Bucks is only giving up 40 points. Broncos 46. Cowboys 70. Giants 71. Panthers 74. Football team 75. 2, 3, 4, 5. Panthers are your top five. Alright, sacks. Who getting to them quarterback? 25. The next man to him is 15. 25 for the Baltimore Ravens. 25 for the New York Giants. 15 for the New York Giants. Broncos 14. That wasn't a real shot. That was a mistake, bro. 14 for the. It wasn't a pum pum. I promise you, bro. What a pum pum man. Because if I was throwing little shots, I would have said 15 for the Baltimore Giants. I meant to say it wasn't a shot, bro. Word up. That wasn't a shot, bro. It wasn't a shot at all. The Eagles got 14 quarterback sacks though. They tied for third with the Broncos. Steelers got 13, Cardinals 13. They tied for fourth, and then in fifth place by their lonesome is the Bengals 12. Forced fumble recoveries. Cardinals got 5 of them things. Then it's 3 and 3 for the Seahawks and the Bills. They're in second place, and then the Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Colts. Not going no further than that. Who getting them picks though? Bengals got 19 on the season right now. Bucks got 16 on the season. Ravens got 15. They get top 3. Broncos 12. Dolphins 12. Football team 12. There's your number 4 teams. Eagles 11. All by themselves. Holds the 5th spot down. Okay. You see where we at. Let's see. Offensive yards first. Come on, Swing Ragnar. Defensive yards, we be out here against Scorcher. That's what it is. That's what it do. That's how you want to move. Oh, baby. Let's look at standings through 4 weeks of football right now. Your BCS top 10 teams in the league right now. The Broncos are 3-0, 123 points scored, only giving up 46, 3-game winning streak. The G-Men 3-0, 139 points scored, gave up 71, 3-game winning streak. The Buccaneers are 4-0 now. They're 4-0 because they played their last game, so that will put them in first place at advance, in my opinion. 207 yards scored, 40 points given up. The Bears, number 4 team in the league right now, 3-0, 130 points, 90 giving up, 3-game winning streak. The Bengals just lost, and we thought the Bengals was having a good season. Let me ask you this: that 2-0 start with the Bengals, or 3-0 start with the Bengals, you know, we thought they were like, oh, they back, but then they get aired by 70. I mean, got 70 put up on them. Does that do? You know, is that a scheduling thing? Why they got 3 wins right now, or are they for real? I mean, can they get aired with 70 put up on them like that, and still say, you know what, they just had a bad game? They're a good football team. Or are you saying you call them a fraud?
Yeah, you're a fraud. Yes. Yes.
And you wonder why. You hear this shit? You hear this shit coming out of this guy's mouth, bro? And he's doubling it up, tripling up on it. He ass.
True.
What happens when he just texted me and said he calling me ass, but he the one Ray tank after week 4?
Yes. He terrible.
Do you play him this year?
He need to cheat to try and win a game. That shit just not. That shit just.
Who are we talking about?
Talking about Circumbob.
I don't think I play him this year. I don't know.
Well, this next team on this list you play. Dolphins 3-0 right now. They're the number 6 seed in the league right now. 138 points scored, 76 given up, 3-game winning streak right now. They better change that quarterback name. No real draft quarterback names in this league. Better change him back to Brett Williams. Anyway, 3-0 on a vicious start right now.
He has his pom-poms in the air, cheering for everybody that I play.
It don't matter, right? You tanking this year, so it's his division.
Yeah, it's his division. That's
okay.
True.
So right now on the podcast show on Balling with the Guru, I need to hear you bow out and say, I'm gratefully bowing out to the Dolphins. Okay. This is his division. Can you say that for me?
It's his division this year. I ain't going.
Can you say I gratefully bow out to the Dolphins? It's his year.
Yeah, it's his year this year.
The football team is number 7 on this list, 3-0, 145 points scored, 75 given up. Chargers are 2-1. They're the first one-loss team that's on the list at 8. Cowboys are at 9, 3-1. Cowboys won a big game last night on a 3-game winning streak. They lost week 1 with their rookie quarterback and then ran off 3 straight. I don't care how they ran them off. They ran them off. And then there's the. Hold up, bro. How the fuck the Ravens ain't up here and we got EO because we in advance, I guess? Fuck it. It is what it is. Kiss my ass. Where we at?
15.
Fuck, we at 15 right now. Bullshit. You know what? Fuck them Eagles and them Patriots. Kiss my ass. Alright, fellas. Alright. We out. Oh, no. I wasn't supposed to leave that fast, bro. Fuck. What am I doing right now? Nano throwing me off with this weirdo energy right now. Weirdo. Gratefully bowing out and shit. Weirdo energy right now. Alright, so the Bengals are 3-1. They will not be on top of this division after the week advance. And they play each other. Bengals, Ravens, week 5. 3-1 versus 3-1. Get ready. Show guns. Make sure you watching this motherfucking game, cuz this gonna be the game you'll be back. We do our real talk on him. I'll whoop his ass. Steelers got 1 win. Browns 0-4. Their coach is coming soon. What's up with the Raiders guy? We ready to get Hoodie the Raiders? Cause he damn sure better start playing games over here. I know that. And the AFC, the Jaguars hasn't played a game yet, and he won it too. But Mike's sitting at 2-1 right now. Can he ride the momentum of Shogun's going to fucking Miami to watch the fucking Ravens lose because he's sitting in the fucking on the sideline and shit. Fucking I hate these Raven fans, bro. Every time they do something, they make us lose, bro. Fucking Shogun shouldn't even have been at that game, bro. Shit crazy. He's the reason why we fucking lost. Anyway, the Colts 2-1, Jaguars are 1-2, Texans are 1-2, and the Titans are 1-2. Let me ask y'all, man. I lost 3 straight tough ones, bro. Shaking my head, and it's my fault. Man, I mean, you gotta pull a positive out of that, though, fo. You gotta look at the fact that you lost 3 straight tough games. Like you are turning it around, and you're turning it around fast. You know what I'm saying? After that first season, you played all your games last year, and now you playing right now, man. That shit, that shit gonna turn around, bro. It's still a long season. I'm about to go get me a trade for a vet. Somebody better not let that little snake ass nigga slide in they DM and shit. Like he hollering at a bitch and shit. Like, what's that? Hey man, I was thinking that you ain't want this guy right here. I got this. I want you to take this little second round pick for him right fast. And then they come in second and first in their division. I think the Cowboys gonna win the division this year. Damn, Rob, I thought you was gonna be like, come on, Ant, you out your mind. Fuck you talking about. Nah, y'all argue every time y'all on chat together, so why not say that right now? Cowboys are winning the NFC East this year.
I'll talk shit to his face all game, all day, bro. I ain't going to predict nothing, because
real nigga shit.
Say is, I know where I ain't finishing.
You ain't finishing fourth, right?
Yeah, I know
right, that's all that matters. Do anybody want to bet with me on my guy Mike winning the division this year? What's up, Nano? You think Shoguns come home and win the division?
Yeah.
So let's bet right now.
You gonna win this year.
Let's bet right now. My first for your first that Mike win this division. You tanking right now. You might love it. You on air right now saying that we could bet first for first.
I just don't.
Yes or no, man? Stop back. Don't backpedal now. Are you confident that Jaguars will win this division? Yes or no?
When did you get back? Tonight?
Tonight.
Let me see. One sec.
Who else got guns? Who else willing to bet a pick?
Let's go. What's the bet?
I'm betting Nano for first. He'll get my first if Guns win his division. I'll get his if Guns win his. If Mike win the division. It cancels out if anybody else win the division. What's up, fo? Second round picks. I get your second, you get my second if Shoguns win this division. And if Mike win the division, I get your second. I only bet on myself. Laughing out loud. Here's top tier. Anybody that name themselves top tier, that tells you all you need to know. Little cocky ass motherfucker. The bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's my guy, though. That's my guy, dog. That's my motherfucking dog. What's up, fo? All I need you to hear. All I need you to say is, yeah, I'm willing to bet that. Just type that shit in the comment section. Yeah, Ant, you on? The bet's on. I get your second. Bet it. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Boy, I ain't gonna have no fucking picks. Thank God I drafted my ass off the first 2 drafts. Mike, you better not sell me, boy. I'm putting my confidence in you right now. You better not sell me. What's up, Nano? You betting that first?
Nah, I ain't betting on no first. I ain't betting no first. I'm gonna just say it like this. I just think Shogun gonna come home and win that division, though.
So bet the first then.
Nah.
Alright, fuck it. First. Let's bet seconds.
We can bet a second.
How am I bet a second? I'm already in a bet with a second. Let's bet thirds.
We can bet a third.
Alright, let's bet thirds on it. My third, your third, that Mike win this division. Say no more. Sure. I got 2 bets going on. Y'all heard it. Dolphins 3-0, Patriots 2-2, Jets 1-2, Bills 0-3 right now. I do got the Dolphins winning the division because Nano on this period today. So therefore, the Dolphins will win this division. But the Dolphins, man, he is doing it right. He's paying attention, listening to the real talks, picking up on the keys, all that shit. And then you got to give him self credit. He doing this damn thing right now. Is this a call-in? Is this a call-in? You. Hell no. Thick ass thumb must have hit the fucking button by mistake.
Who the fuck is that?
Yo, Falky. Yeah, he
Oh,
ain't mean to call.
Yeah. What a guy.
Alrighty, right now. We go the Dolphins winning the division. But back to the self credit I gotta give him right now. He's doing a hell of a job putting a really good team together, and he's been playing really well in Madden 22 over here in our league. Shout out to Young Camden. AFC West, 3-0 Broncos, 2-1 Chargers, Raiders 1-2, Chiefs 0-3. So listen, the Chiefs are 0-3, but you know I'm more excited about the Chiefs than anybody else that don't have a win right now. The Chiefs is not going to finish 0-3, and I do think they still going to be a playoff team. They're playing a tough schedule right now, but the Broncos are who they are over here. I think Corey going to make a push though for this division. I'm not willing to bet against Jimbo at all. I'm just going to be 100 with you. But I also know Corey, and I know he got the he does have that, you know, where he can win this division. But I'm gonna ask you, Rob, do you think Broncos win it 3 years in a row? You think Corey can make that push?
Broncos.
Nana, what about you?
Broncos are gonna win the division again.
All right, NFC North. We're on the NFC side of things. The Bears are 3-0. The Bears. The Lions are 3-1. Vikings 0-3. Packers are 0-4 right now. Packers are 0-4 because they got 25 corners and everybody over there run the ball. Bears 3-0. Lions 3-1. Battles between them two again. Let's see how that plays itself out. Although the Vikings is quietly building a team over here because they are having good draft picks year in and year out right now. So eventually, once he gets that shit fixed where his games ain't dropping, things change over here because he was whooping D West ass before he gave him the first win when the game dropped. All right, so I do think the battle will stay between these two teams. Simple as that. And the NFC South. There is a new sheriff in town right now over here, and because of that new sheriff in town right now, do anybody think these mighty Bucks are safe right now? Nana, are you willing to go against top tier and say that McCoy will push for this division this year?
No. McCoy's good competition for him, but I still think Craig's gonna pull it out.
Rob, you willing to go against your cousin?
No, not ever.
Huh?
Not ever.
Man, fuck all that family love shit. That's one of my favorite guys on Madden right now. McCoy about to win this division 2 years in a row. Fuck Craig. Craig ain't winning the shit over here. You got somebody over here and I'll play now, dog. And then not for nothing, the Saints and the Falcons both getting better. I don't care what their records look like. They both getting better. Nah, I think McCoy do got another year of playing with his team before he can really make that cool push for this division right now. So I do think the Bucks will win this division right now. But I do think, you know, anything can happen when you never played a guy before. You know what I'm saying? You never played before. Anything can happen that first game, and if it's a slip up in that first game when they match up because you don't know his style of play or whatever the case may be, if it's a slip up there, then I think you need to pay attention to that. But I do think the Bucks is just ahead of schedule right now, and the Panthers just they've been idle for a year, almost 2 years, to the point where they really had nobody over there really playing with them. But they've been the one thing the computer will do, if your board not set, the computer will draft a good team for you now. It's been that way since Madden 21. They have changed. The computer will pick the right players for you. But if your board's set, then you just getting whatever's on that board. And I think the Panthers benefited from not having their board set the first draft, and then he comes in with the first pick in every round, and he hit on damn near everything. So he's in the building. Simple as that. He in the building, but he hasn't played in the league in a while. You got to catch up to everything. The league play, the players and the league playing styles of players in the league, and etc. And at that point, the Bucks are hitting their stride right now, especially with that quarterback. They are developing him in a fast and furious way, and they're throwing the ball around the park right now. And because they're throwing the ball, you could go to fall asleep on the fact that they had almost a 4,000 yard back in the backfield and the MVP of 2 straight seasons in their backfield. So. And with an offensive line that he traded and put together. So, oh my God. they're still who they are right now. The Panthers got a lot of catching up to do, but I do think the Saints and the Falcons should be really taking this shit serious right now. That the Panthers comes in brand new 2-1, and we're not talking about either one of these two guys pushing the Bucks for this division. That should be an insult. If I'm full, I'm taking that really, really, really mad. Like, what, nigga, you gonna disrespect me like that? Okay, say no more. And if I'm the Falcons, I'm just like, all right, man, y'all guys, y'all young fellas, this is how Coach 404 probably is. These young fellas gonna stop playing with me, man. They lucky I ain't really playing for real. you know what I mean? Oh my God, one of the most dedicated members of the Junkies crew at this point right now, man. Got his own brand, own shit he got going on, and he still is playing faithfully over here in the league. You gotta respect a man like that, flat out, because he's a business when it come down to Madden. So for him to be doing all the things he's doing outside of our league, he's still playing in the 24-hour league faithfully. The Giants 3-0, the football team 3-0, Cowboys 3-1, Eagles 2-2. Best division of football is right here. I need to know, and this make y'all can quote me on this. Anybody that's watching the broadcast right now, pick the division winner right now. Then after you pick it, screenshot it and save it for the end of the year. And remind me, and don't let me forget. Simple as that. Yo, Aunt, you said, you know, for us to pick this division winner, and I picked it right. What you got for me, kid? Simple as that right now. So who you picking? The Giants at 3-0. The football, like, look, the Giants at 3-0. They went and spent all types of trades and all that shit on last season, and they, you know, their team development, and the whole thing is they're meeting all their scenario engine goals and things that other guys aren't really paying attention to. Like, I'm listening to Circle Bob play Falk last night, and he's like, man, you got a team full of superstars, right, complaining about it, but he played 4 games a season and wonder why he don't have a team full of superstars yet. If you're a guy that play all your games and understand the goals and know how to get your scenario stories to kick in, then you'll be a guy that'll have superstars. And then I'm telling y'all, I don't care about superstars on players right now. If they don't have the right threshold, that shit don't matter. So let's stop screaming this superstar shit, because it don't matter if a guy is at 78 overall on superstar, he ain't using nothing. It's just a 78 overall on superstar. So again, but the Giants is built. They built the win. They built the win for the next 2 seasons. And they don't have to make the transition to the new quarterback that they drafted. It is.
They better look at these dudes' schedules before they. I'm playing a tough half of my schedule right now. They got theirs later. So before y'all pick,
understand that. And he's playing the first place schedule.
I'm taking the football team because he said he wasn't gonna lose to that.
I'm confident in the football team, but here's the problem with the football team. We've seen this story before. They start off hot, they lose at the end. That's the problem. So now, what happens if their schedule is tougher at the end than it is?
It doesn't matter. He said he's not gonna lose to the AFC, so he should win all those games, right? He should literally win. I heard him say it out of his own mouth. He said he's never losing to the AFC ever.
If this nigga ain't on his period, I don't know what the fuck he on right now. He is snap mode right now. Oh my God.
I ain't even joking. He said
I know you ain't joking. That's the fucking crazy part. You just pulled his coattail. Nah, he said he ain't gonna lose the AFC team. So if he gonna win all that, I'm going with the football team. Fuck all that. I'm going with the football team. Boy, you mad as hell today, bro. I would tell you to go get some pussy, but man, you won't even go pay for this shit.
He's got about 3 more games in the AFC that's guaranteed wins then. He's got to play the Bills, Patriots, and Dolphins.
Well, you tanking, so that's a win there.
Yep, that's a win.
Alright, so who's willing to pick the Giants? Who's willing to pick the football team? Who's willing to pick the Cowboys? And who's willing to pick the Eagles? This type of disrespectful shit I'm on. The Eagles coming in 4th place this year. Trying to tell y'all, nobody ain't paying attention, but I've been saying that shit since day one. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting pressure on my boy right now. You better not come in 4th place, so I got you coming in 4th place. Are you going to stand up to the pressure right now? That's all I want to know right now. You out here dropping games and shit. 2-2 over there with that bomb squad ass team. What the fuck going on with these Eagles right now, man? 4th place Eagles, 4th place Philly, huh?
I just want to say you welcome to Antonio.
Say I what?
I just want to say you welcome to Antonio, but I'm going to step on this fucking throttle, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, you better do something.
It's disrespectful as hell. But I
You
got
out,
it.
you was out here balling like a motherfucker and came down to the end of the last game against the Giants to win that division 2 years in a row. The last game of your season was the NFC East game, and that game had to be won to win the division. You didn't pull it off, but you've been there and been playing at a high level, right? To motherfuckers talking about you gonna be the fourth place team this year. Like the Cowboys ain't got all young youth on offense running around. Like
Yeah, they just, like niggas is disrespectful, but that's cool. I've been here before.
you got niggas scared of the Cowboys secondary all of a sudden now and shit. Oh my God, what the fuck's going on right now? Let me find out. After one class, Snake motherfucking changes that thing around. So niggas can't throw on Humphreys and Trayvon Diggs right now. Is that what we saying? Nano, how big of a problem them corners was for you yesterday?
A big problem because I don't have anybody that can burn them. So yeah, like a big problem. If I had somebody 95 plus speed, he wouldn't have been doing that shit.
Yo, you gonna take a nap after the broadcast, bro? You need to go to fucking sleep for an hour or two, bro. God damn.
I'm going to get drunk tonight.
Nigga mad as a motherfucker right now. Oh my God. I don't like this Nano. Oh Lord. Alright, my dog, you be alright. Alright, so I'm not picking nobody over here. I guess guys think the safe pick would be Max, but I'm not calling that the safe pick. Nano, read off Max's schedule to me, please.
Read that shit off, man.
Wow, we got it off, man.
He's got the Seahawks, Broncos, Cowboys, bye week. He's got 49ers, Cardinals, Patriots, Rams, football team, Eagles, Bucks, Dolphins, Jets, football team, Bears.
That schedule tough as a motherfucker. I see why Rob saying read that shit off. He playing all those tough things at the end. Oh my God. Anybody willing? Who y'all picking?
Eagles have Dolphins, football team, Pats, Bills, football team, Jets, Cowboys, Giants, Cowboys, Chiefs, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks.
All winnable games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rams, Packers, Eagles, Cowboys, Cardinals, Eagles, and then bye week, Cowboys, Giants, Pats, Seahawks, Bills, 49ers, Giants, and Dolphins for the football team.
Tough ass stretch too. Let me find out. So you going through your tough patch right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm screaming to niggas. Like, bro, I'm playing the tough half of my fucking schedule now.
What do you mean you playing tough? I don't know.
And even these games I lost, they could have went either way. So it was like,
up until week 9, you pretty much have a tough, yeah. And then you got a break, and then you got another, and then you got division games week 12,
what I'm saying is
14 or 15. Jeez.
Nah, down stretch, his shit a little lighter than everybody else down stretch,
yeah,
though.
Only person I got is Folk. And
you got Folk. You got Cowboys twice, Giants, Chiefs. Don't sleep on them Chiefs.
I ain't sleeping on him no more. Tyreek Hill will be back this game. I'll tell you that much. If I go 21, he ain't coming back.
Now, I ain't seen one fucking person pick a team out of this division yet. Don't be hitting me later on.
Bro.
That's why I did this, because I know how hard it really
You're
is.
right, Snake. I'm gonna give out free wins. I'm gonna play my games, but
right, you said a division winner. Hussein said Max.
Who said?
Bad screenshot that shit. You leaving, son? Come show me some love. Love you, buddy. Talk to you in a little bit. You're not coming back tonight. Let's just be real. Nah, I would just see you next time you come and her next day off. You had to get it done. We'll have that stuff because we'll be at grandma's by then anyway. All right. So now everybody going with the Max. We're going with Max Kellerman right now, bro. Is that the safe pick?
Yeah, that's
he is the safe pick.
Alright, next division is the last division we want to talk about. NFC West. Cardinals 3-1, 49ers 2-2, Seahawks 1-2, Rams 0-3 right now. Right? Can my boy Drew get it together and fight for this division?
Cardinals winning it.
You hear this guy? Snake, nobody even paying attention to you. Don't nobody care if your quarterback unlocked, dog. You giving them running backs 90 carries a game. Nobody ain't worrying about that shit. Talking about unlocked. Motherfucker had 48 passing yards last night. Talking about my quarterback unlocked. What the fuck is these guys talking about? I'm beefing with Snake, just so y'all know. Me and Snake, I'm beefing with Snake. He don't even know why I'm beefing with him, and I don't either. I'm just beefing with him. I've been beefing with him since last night. So we beefing. 78 yards passing, talking about some of my quarterback unlocked. You hear this shit, yo? I mean, you can't make this shit up. Don't nobody care about your quarterback being unlocked, dog. My quarterback unlocked. 78, ain't a rookie. 78. You know what is good over there for that Cowboy team? That fucking defense crazy over there right now. Go ahead and not pay attention to them fucking linebackers. I think when it comes down to the linebacker core, they got one of the top 3 linebackers. You got the Bucks. Niggas keep letting him take all the best linebackers out of free agency and shit. Then you got my self-made ass linebacker core. We good. We young as fuck, and we gonna fucking murder guys all year long. Then Snake got the young linebacker core that's nasty as hell. Am I missing somebody with a good linebacker core? I mean, great, like top 3. You know what I mean? Top 5 top linebacker cores, man. It's some good linebacker cores in here. I do think mine is the best because, and the AFC mine is the best because all 4 of my linebackers have been top 4 on the best linebacker award list 2 years straight. Cowboys got all right. So Rob, would you disagree with that? Cowboys got a top 5 linebacker core.
Yeah. It's because of the speed. I think it's the speed.
Do we got to give it to the Bucks because of the 2 that they got out of free agency the last 2 years? Getting Hassan Reddick and fucking Devin, what's that kid? Devin Bush.
Like a top 2 if we're being honest.
I would say he got the number 1 linebacker core in the league right now. Niggas let him get 2 superstar linebackers out of the free agency 2 years in a row. And not only did he get the 2, he already had the other 2 or 3 on that team.
I appreciate y'all.
Who that?
Yeah, I just came in, bro.
That's top tier? Man, this fucking guy. What's up, bad guy? That's the bad guy. Yo, let me get your honest opinion, man.
Man, that's a pussy.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Here, pussy, right?
Yeah,
he on some pussy shit.
He's me off right now.
Yeah, he pussy shit. I'm tanking.
Oh shit, I'm tanking. Oh my god, it's only 2. You only lost 2 games.
I'm tanking. I'm tanking. My team ass. My team ass. I'm tanking. Mad at everybody else and shit. Nigga, you lost to Snake. Snake can beat you. Ain't like he ain't beat you before.
Yeah, bro. I'm
lose a game.
Brady, bro.
Yeah, please do. Give him something to fucking play for this year. This fucking guy, a little baby ass Nano and shit. Yo, baby Nano, where you at? Baby Nano, you still on headset right now? Don't try to leave the chat and all that shit now, because we ain't gonna let you motherfucking tank. Baby Nano. Baby Nano. Has anybody seen Baby Nano? No. Where Baby Nano go? Baby Nano. Baby Nano.
We can't stand the rain.
We can't stand the rain. Yo, I woke up this morning, this nigga sent me a tank emoji, running over stop signs and shit. He mad as hell right now. He gonna watch. He mad as hell. He ready to start cussing his dad or mom out in a couple of minutes. Watch. I heard you. Stop calling me. The fuck.
Oh my goodness, he got me sick.
This motherfucker tanking right now. I just don't think a guy supposed to tank 2-2.
Not the 2 losses. And Dolphins, he got some tough games too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
look, they would have slid there and Snake.
I don't think he should have dropped it. I don't think he should have dropped that game to Snake. But it's cool, man. You just gotta pick yourself back up, bro.
Shit happens, bro. I've lost a couple of games that I shouldn't be losing, but I'm losing. It happens, man. And you're not listening to me. Guys are getting better. Nothing you can do about it. The entire league is getting better. Huh?
Guys are getting better, but this game is fucking flawed as hell. I'll tell you that.
Nah, it is.
I mean, but we all gotta play it, dude. So
it is. It got some flaws to it.
It's the same shit, but you know what? Sometimes it's leaning a little bit more to the one side.
I know this much.
Games where it leans towards us or against us, but you know what I mean. We got.
I know this much. Let me play another motherfucker that run the same coverage on me more than they supposed to, and I'm putting them on auto. I'm putting 80 and 90 up on their team. And then mad as hell after I send the film to hitter, like, look, this is why I quit. Put them on auto. Blowing that shit up. Blowing niggas the fuck out. Fucking, if I see cover 3 one more time, man, shit ridiculous. Anyway, the league is getting too good because why? One, we stopped niggas from being able to really go bonkers in the first. Like, just look with the guys that did have multiple first round picks. Just look at how fast those 2 picks and nobody else can really have them. So even though you've seen about 2 or 3 guys, like, look, the Dolphins had 2 first round picks, 2 drafts in a row. The Lions had 2 first round picks, 2 drafts in a row. We allowed the Seahawks to have a extra first. We allowed the Texans to have an extra first, and we allowed the Cowboys to have an extra first. And all those situations came from an error from me. So we allowed it. We voted on it and allowed it. But those guys that had those extra firsts have definitely changed their team and turned their team around. Also, those guys that had top 10 picks in every round has also been able to turn their team around. So the balance of the league is the fact that you get 1 first, 1 second, and then we, stopped everybody from getting 3 thirds through 7th round. There's only 2 now. And that balance is allowing everybody to have a good, if you draft and you got you on your shit, you can have a good draft. And because people are drafting pretty good and there's a balance in the players going everywhere, and that guys got better at play, and a lot of the run game makes everything that much easier because it's hard to get guys off the field if they don't have long distance downs. So it's really almost 80% chance a guy can get a first down from anywhere from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. You barely can stop a guy from 4th and 2s and 4th and 1s and shit, right? And that's just because of the way of the run game and shit. The way these running backs can drag you, fall forward, and all that shit. So that saves a lot of guys and take a lot of possessions away and give possessions back to guys that usually will go 3 and out on you fast. Now they might put 2 first down drives together on you. Now you're dealing with that. Well, we balance that out by putting the 8-minute quarters instead of 7. So you balance that right back out. But the way the picks go and the selection go, and guys really not giving up shit or don't really want to trade because they don't feel like they're getting a value for shit, it balanced the league out. So you can't, if you don't evolve your game, you can't be mad. You can't think that you're going to do the same shit over and over and over and over again. And this is not a shout out to Nano. This is to everybody. If you're doing the same shit over and over and over again, guys will pick up on it, especially the guys that's sitting in your division playing you twice a year. Those guys will start to be familiar with what you're picking, and they will be able to play better off of what they know you in, whether you're on defense or offense. And because of that, if you can't take it a step farther, you're in a situation. Simple as that. It is one of the better division leagues put together where you got balance in everybody's division when everybody's playing. Most of the divisions, anybody can win it. Most of them, anybody can win it. So when you got that type of balance in your league right now, you have to work at it or deal with what you're dealing with. You got guys that just play to have fun, don't really care about if they winning or losing. They just enjoy the social part of my league. Then you got the guys, that give a flying fuck about what happens. So these the guys that's in practice mode all day long. These the guys that's on their roster staring at shit to change all day long. These the guys that will do what they got to do to get to what they need to get done. These the guys that are working their ass off, whether they buying a package, whether they motherfucking putting some shit together themselves, whether they figuring out what they want to do in the draft. They spending time and they're doing it. And if you don't do that in a 24-hour league, you'll get left behind. If you have no capability of changing the results of things that's not going right for you in a fast manner, meaning like in a 1-game advance, you better change what went wrong. I'll give you an example. J.J. Watt beat me up in a Super Bowl and in a regular season game. I cut my 32-year-old, 83 overall center and put my left guard there and started a rookie that I wasn't going to start. I was going to redshirt him. Ended up starting that, made the shift, and so far it's been working. Changes like that, right? Or Tom Brady is to the point where he went down 20 points in the last two drafts. I mean, last two off seasons. Play your rookie quarterback, and not just play your rookie quarterback. Play him into being able to run your system. I'll give you another example. Draft your ass off. Do what young Camden did. You got a live secondary right now. So instead of just keep continuing to draft corners and DBs and wide receivers and all that, you sit there, build your next part of your team, whether it's offensive line or defense. You gotta do what Snake did. All right, tank, but played all his games last year. Got a top 3 pick, extra first round, and went dummies in that draft. Right, made a trade and got a top tier corner in the league to go up with another corner in the league, and he did exactly what the Eagles and the Giants did the year before. He did it in year 3, going into year 2. I mean, so therefore you have to be able to make things happen. You have to understand what you're dealing with. You cannot be Drew, where you miss the whole season, barely play, don't draft, then you come back the next year, don't draft, barely, and don't get what you need to make the team to fit you and not you fitting that team. If Drew didn't miss year 1's play, you can't be Circumbob. You can't be the guy bitching about other guys' teams when you play 4 games and then tank mode from here on out. You don't have to worry about that no more, because I will not allow that no more. If you tank, you coming up off your picks. You got to trade your entire picks if you ain't playing your games. The Raiders will not. First of all, they won't even be in the league no more. I'm trying to tell you right now. So guys like the Raiders who played 3 games and then just disappear for fucking the rest of the season, and then they picking in the top 5 or top 6. Nah, that shit's over with. Too many guys working hard and really focused and doing their thing on the league to be letting guys benefit off of shit like that. These guys are taking stats away from guys that can dev trait their guys up, because the computer is shitting, and now that guy's in the way. He gets a development trait, and the guy that played all year long don't get the benefits from it. So there's a lot of things that that's going on, but at the end of the day, majority of the league is getting better. Everybody's getting better at everything. So and when that's happening, if you want to remain wherever you feel like your game is at, you better take it to the next level. If you want to be able to be relevant or be looked at as a guy that when they pick up the sticks, you got to be this guy. When I play this guy, I know I got a game. This is a game. It's going to be a game. And until somebody see you like that, you got to continue to make them see you like that, or fight to make them see you like that. Simple as that, right now, man. Because although we talk about the NFC East as the best division in the league, it's still a lot of really good games and divisions that's really battling right now. All of them, from the best division to the weakest division, it's an inside battle with at least 2 to 3 teams. Where other league can you go and say that? Honestly, I'm asking you, top tier. I'm asking Rob. Where can you go and honestly say that? You guys are in other leagues. Where can you go where you can see every division is a battle? Somebody is at least 2 teams battling for that division.
Oh man, there ain't no competition like this league. I ain't gonna lie. In division, out of division, every week, it's a battle.
Man, and
once you become a player that people do view you as that player to beat, it becomes even harder.
It becomes even harder, bro, because the game's
coming to really play you. You know what I'm saying?
Look, people think Falk be having a cocky attitude when he say people play Falky different. It's the truth, though. If I line up and I gotta play, the guys that I consider top guys, I'm lining up. Unless it's like week 1, 2, 3, or 4, I'm not worrying about it. Like I'm trying to build my team at week 1. So if you want to come play a playoff game because you want to beat me that bad, then so be it. But me, I'm trying to build niggas. So usually if I try to build these niggas, it depends on who I'm playing. I could get the dub, but it's guys I'm gonna respect a little different. But when we playing and I get dogs on my schedule, I know that's a ball game I got to get ready for to play. I'm not coming in bullshit. And what I can say as a guy that usually wins a lot, not bragging or not, but usually wins more than I don't. Now when I look at my schedule, I'm seeing way more guys that I'm looking at like, oh, I gotta come play this game You know what I mean? Where I used to look at it like I'm building my players in this game. All right, I got week 4, 5, and 6. I'm not playing nobody I got to worry about. I'm gonna be building this 2 players. Now I'm looking at the schedule like, God damn, I gotta play him. Damn, I got him on the schedule. Fuck. And it's every week, bro. Every week right now. So. And that's a shout out to the guys that's playing. Bottom line, we got a good league because the members in the league good, and your league is only as good as the guys that don't win are. How are they, right? But then we're gonna get away from these guys. So like right now, the Rams is 0-3. I'm gonna be on his heels. He's gonna have to be actively playing all his games, or he can find himself outside the league. Simple as that, right? I'll go back up. NFC East, the most active division, for sure. NFC South, most active of it. Listen, I don't care about Coach 4-4 being 0-3 or the Saints 1-3. These guys play, so you know they ain't going nowhere. NFC, right? Hillberger's is getting away with playing because he is still playing, but he's not locked into it because he got some things going on at the house right now. So you know, prayers up to his wife as well. So everybody in this division, and you know, the Vikings, if he didn't have, we got to get his situation fixed. What's going on over there is not his internet or anything like that. That's a glitch in the game. That means his playbook, something ain't right in that playbook, or something ain't right in his players that's on the field. Usually, when you go to formation subs, it'll show you if a guy is the same numbers on the field more than once. That's the reason why your games drop. So if you got a guy starting at number 1 corner and got him starting at the slot corner, if you go to formation cells, they're gonna have his number on the field at the slot corner and the top corner when you come out and you know dime nickel shit. That will drop your game because it's reading the same player playing in different multiple positions. So you guys got to go check that. How do you check that? You go to where it says staff points. All right, you go to main menu, your home page. Right here, you go to home page, and then you go down to manage staff, and you go down to formation subs. Right, when you get to that, you check it offensively and defensively. You know you got formations where you got slot receivers and things like that. So what you do is you go to those formations, and when you're in those formations, if you see the same number on the field twice, then your game's gonna likely drop. Right, so you got to make sure that's not that way, and it's like that for offense and defense. I already made my changes, so I know mine ain't like that now. But if I go to dime, you might can see the same number on the field somewhere. So I look at my DBs, I see a 24, 2, 6, 20, 9, and 7. We're good there. I look here, I see a 9, 21, 6, 2, and 24. On the D-line, 99, 98, 56, 18, 52, and 20 at linebackers. I'm good there. What about Sugar Week? 99, 52, 18, 98, 58. Cool. 9, 2, 32, 27, 24. We're good. And you do that through all your formations. 2, 2, 4, 5, 9, 24, 2, 6, 20, 52, 18, 99, 98, 56, 58. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And you looked at all those positions that can have a multiple, you know, slot corner or rush DNs and shit like that. You want to make sure those guys aren't double numbers. So like if I seen 7 in a slot and 7 where number 2 is, then I know my game is going. That's why my game is dropping. Same thing. So you go through all your formations, you check that, make sure you're good there, and then the next thing you got to do is you got to go here. Hopefully, you know, me outside the league, you can still see my my screen, but I'm gonna take y'all to what I'm talking about. Craig, let me know if you're watching this. You can still see what I'm in, where I'm at right now. Like it's showing you what I'm doing. So you want to go to your playbook, right? So you go to your playbooks, and this is how you check it. Most of y'all got custom playbooks, so that means you started with somebody's playbook. So let's say I started my playbook with the Baltimore Ravens playbook. Your base plays come from here. Now, everybody that make a custom playbook is going to add and take things out, right? So now if I go to my playbook, let's go to offensive playbook. If I go to mine, right? The next thing I got to do is I know my base playbook, and it goes to your formation stuff. So if you pay attention to me, this is how it makes sense. So whatever playbook you're using, if you're using that coach's playbook and your formation subs, so when you go to your scheme, if your scheme is the Baltimore Ravens head coach and the Baltimore Ravens defensive coach, then your plays and schemes matches up to that. So when I go back to formation subs, whatever's in my Baltimore Ravens playbook will be the plays I can make audibles in. I mean, I could change, I could substitute in, right? But your custom playbook, when you go back to formation subs, all your formations won't be there. right? So it's only the formations from the actual playbook you started from. So that's why I'm showing y'all the formation subs go hand in hand with the actual playbook. And here's the problem. Most guys take things out their playbook to add stuff, but they don't go over here to my game plan and check these, because this doesn't change. Even though you take a play out, a formation out, these are your situational play calling stay the same. So you got to make sure each play in your formational plays match the actual plays you have and the sets you have in your custom playbook. So let's say I took out the weak eye close. Let's say I took this formation out. This will still sit here. This play will still sit here, but I don't have this in my playbook anymore. And because of that, the game is registering those situational plays, and that's why your game's dropping all the time. So you got to make sure each play in these situations, first down, second and long, second and medium, second and short. You got to make sure every last play you got there is in your custom playbook right now. And if it's not, that's the reason why your games are dropping right now. Guys don't realize that, but that's part of the reason why you lie. So now, remember, my playbook called the Bible, and I started off with the Baltimore Ravens, or I think the 49ers playbook, one or two, I'm not sure. But what I do, how I know, is this is what I can show you. When I go back inside the league, and I'm back in the league, this is what I do know. If I go to adjust lineups, I'm gonna be able to find out what my scheme is, right? And most likely I got the 49ers shit. So let's go to adjust lineup. So I go to adjust lineup and I check this out and I go, alright, so what's my actual offense and defensive schemes? So when you go here, it's gonna tell you, alright, so my vertical zone run, obviously my playbook is 49ers offensive playbook and New England's defensive playbook. Now, look at the formations, the sets, and the plays. You see in 3-4, I got 3 different sets, but I got 60 plays. I got the 4-3, I got 2 sets in 4-3. Now, in my actual custom playbook, I got about 5 4-3 sets, but it's only registering 2. So now, look at that. Dime, I got 3. Nickel, I got 4. Alright, so remember that. 3-4 odd, I got 3 sets. 4-3, that's the playbook of the New England's playbook. That's what they have, right? So when you go to formation subs, it's only going to show that. So remember, 3-4 odd, it showed I had 3. Dime, it showed I had, or nickel, one of them, it showed I had 4. So when I come out of here and I go actually back to that formation sub, all the stuff that's in here is going to be the original 49ers playbook. So let's go back to manage staff. Let's go to franchise staff. And what you're going to see is now when I show my formation, oh my god, I ain't mean to do that. Fuck the code. I got 372 points I need to spend. Let's go back to formation subs. Follow me, because this is why y'all games drop. Manage roster, we want manage staff, and we want formation subs. Now that I'm back here, I know the 49ers is my base playbook. I know the New England Patriots is my base defense. So watch when I go to defense. Now, here's the 3 formations. There's the 3 sets I got. Now, remember, 4-3, it said I only had 2 sets, right? So here's the sets. I have more than this, though, in my custom playbook. In my custom playbook, I actually have 5 4-3 sets. So right now, it's only showing the New England Patriots 4-3 sets, which is even, 6-1, and odd. But I got plenty of them in mind. So when I look at these plays and these formations, if these are in my custom playbook, then I can change these. And these formation subs that I make will be in the game when I play my game. But I got so many formations that's not available to me right now that I only can use. Look, remember the dime set I had 3. I know I got more than 3 dime sets. The nickel says I got 4. I got more than that in nickel too. But these ones, when I go, if I make any subs in this formation, it'll be on the game when I play the game. So what you got to do is you got to go through these base ones and make sure you don't got double numbers on the field. That's the first thing. And then you got to make sure it matches up. So again, when you're inside your playbook, you got to go to game plan and situational play calling and make sure those plays match all the plays in your custom playbook right now. If it's a formation that's in there that you don't have in your custom playbook anymore because you deleted that for something new, that's why your games are dropping right now. And I think that's what the Vikings is going through right now. So I just showed y'all how all that connects to each other. All connects, and this is why games drop. But outside of that, you know, if your shit dropping and all that's fixed, you better call your motherfucking internet service and tell them to get out there and get you some real shit. Because you out here on dial-ups and shit. Simple as that right now. How about some of these games that was played from week 1 to where we at right now, week 4? On a Saturday, I would think that we'd better advance early on a Saturday. Everybody in the crib, what's the problem?
We got 8:30 games.
Oh shit. We ain't gonna have an 8:30 game if everybody else played. Jaguars, Texans. That goes to the Texans. Vikings, Panthers. He's on vacation, so that goes to McCoy. Bills, Falcons. They supposed to play. I don't know when. Titans, Jets. I don't know if they scheduled yet. Bears, Raiders. Haven't heard from the Raiders since week 1. And you know what? Let's do this while I'm online. Let me show y'all the headache I gotta go through with D West every week. Yo, bro. No, I don't know. You chasing fat bitches today? So that's why you ain't reach out to the Raiders yet. You don't even know where the fuck you play. See what I'm talking about? See? I don't know who you played last night. All I know is you play the Raiders right now. Alright, my boy. Told y'all he don't even know what day it is. Broncos, Chargers, we don't have a time yet on that. Hopefully Nano is not super mad and still on this period. He can get us a time frame there. Giants, Seahawks, Dolphins, Chiefs. Now all these games, this is what I do on my schedules. Bills, Falcons, they active. Titans, Jets. Jets haven't been super active, but his job stuff starting to change where he can play. So I would check on him. But the Raiders don't play at all, and he about to lose his team in the first place if he don't get his shit together over there. And D West don't never know what week it is. He don't know what the fuck day it is in the league. He has no idea. Broncos and Chargers are super active. Giants, Seahawks active. Dolphins, Chiefs super active. And then the Steelers don't never fucking reach out or have a clue what week we in and all that. So this is another team that I'm gonna have to put pressure on right now. To see what's going on over there. What we looking like in the getting to the playoffs? Did you get that situated yet over there, Rob? And King Madden?
You're supposed to reach out to Sam Mack. I don't know. I'm about to look over there.
I'm reaching out to Sam Mack right now. What up, Sam? Now I'm calling my boy. I got 2 things for you. The coach is looking for you in the Game of Thrones, and you got a really big week 18 Rams versus the Giants to figure out who's playoff seeding over there. So we got you really got 2 games, and one, the Game of Thrones, you're not holding us up, but the King Madden League, that got to get played ASAP. We already supposed to advance last night.
Okay, I can play, can you give me an hour?
Yeah, I'll hit Corey up for you. I'd rather you play the King Madden one first, and then and Mike's on deck too. Mike's around. All right, no doubt. Appreciate you. I'm about to text you. I got some stuff for you. I want you to look through.
Okay.
All right.
Get in the shower real quick. You want to smell me?
All right, that's that. The reach out. So we'll be advancing at a good time. We got an 8:30 game. That's probably not gonna make it to that. Outside of that, fellas, I appreciate y'all being there with me again. Once again, Balling with the Guru episode 4. We already on deck. You already know Shifty. Slick ass Saturday. Everybody out there.